Welcome everyone. Today is our 22nd webinar, and we're very excited to have this another webinar on soft skills. And the topic is soft skills create a positive and productive work environment by Dr. Kankana Ghoshal. Dr. Ghoshal is a researcher, educator, and a former lecturer at UCLA. She completed her Ph.D. from the University of British Columbia, Vancouver, Canada, followed by postdoctoral training at the University of Southern California, Los Angeles, USA. During her research career, she presented her research work at several conferences and professional meetings and has several publications in peer reviewed international journals. She has always enjoyed teaching. However, during her postdoctoral research while mentoring her undergraduate students, she realized her passion for teaching and decided to dive deep into the teaching world. To follow her passion, she received extensive training from the University of California, Los Angeles, and the Los Angeles Community College District, which included early and prestigious Project Match Aspire to Teach internship. She carried on her training by becoming a scientific teaching fellow of Summer Institutes of Yale Center for Teaching and Learning and Center for Integration of Research, Teaching and Learning in the USA by demonstrating her commitment to the undergraduate education. As a lecturer at UCLA, she taught a course called Introduction to Collaborative Learning Theory and Practice. She also taught microbiology as a guest lecturer at UCLA and Los Angeles Mission College. Apart from this, she has been leading, facilitating, and participating in several workshops in the USA and Canada on research based teaching practices to advance students' learning and career development. She has expertise in teaching soft skills such as skills and strategies related to collaboration, communication, group dynamics, and team leading, learners' mindset, students' motivation, and mental well being. Her mission is to impart education in a holistic way using research based learning and teaching methods. Her vision is to prepare her students as lifelong learners to be successful in college and beyond. I now request Dr. Ghoshal to please share her screen and let's begin today's webinar.
Thank you, Shoma, for such a nice introduction. Um, I'm very pleased to be here. And thank you so much, Bioingene team, to invite me for second time. So let me share my screen. Uh, my screen is visible? Yeah, okay. So yes, so today is the kind of a second sequel of my first webinar, first soft skill webinar. So on my first one, I covered a few soft skills with growth mindset, and then I think like our audiences as well as Bioengine team uh, like thought that it's important for our students and for their personal and professional life. So that's why they asked me to come another time. So I came today. So today I'm going to talk about like kind of how to create a positive and productive work environment. So definitely, as I have just said, like it's a sequel of my first webinar. So you can see some like glimpse of my first webinar here. But if you guys want to watch what I have said at my first webinar, please go to Bioingene channel, YouTube channel, and there Bioingene team already posted my first webinars. So, okay. So today I am going to talk about importance of skills and soft skills, and definitely it will be a recap. So I'm not going to spend like plenty of time on that because, as I have just said, that my first webinar has almost like the whole first part of my first webinar was on importance of skills and soft skills. And so I'm not going to cover this too much today. And then my second one is my second point will be like necessary skills for our students or an employee to create a productive and positive work environment in this 21st century. And then I'm going to give a snapshot of four soft skills. So let's start with the recap. So first of all, we all have a question like, what do you all want? Like, definitely, we want a happy and healthy life, both in professional life and personal life. But for our professional life, what do we all want? So that's the first question I want to ask you. So if doesn't matter like which at which career stage we are at, but we all want a successful career, right? So doesn't matter like whether I'm an undergraduate, I'm a postdoc, graduate students, or I'm a professor. We all want a successful career and skills. Like so, when we will build our own career, we definitely like pursue our career with our own like by using our own abilities, our own interest, our own values, right? So in this way we are thinking like, okay, so what skills, what abilities I actually have. So this should be the first question you should ask yourself. So, and you will get one answer that skills are actually the one of the most important factor that will determine like which career path you should choose. So that's why in my first webinar, I have like different scenarios. I have designed different scenarios. I have given some examples like how you can actually choose your career path. But today I'm not going to talk about this. So I'm just saying you the recap. Like skills are important to build as well as to maintain a successful career. So, what is a skill? So, it's an ability to do an activity or job well, especially because you have practiced it. So, as just Dr. Mojumdar said at the very beginning, that skills, it's first of all, is a huge thing. Like skills means your ability, right? And also, you are kind of gain like mastery on skill when you practice it. So we are going to like I'm going to give you some basic concepts. Those concepts are backed by our research, and our like science. So we are not going to talk about like how to practice those skills today, but definitely you need to practice the skills. I'm going to give you some concept today, but you need to practice. So, types of skills. So, actually, skills are divided into two broad categories. So, number one is hard skill, and number two is like soft skills. So, hard skills is generally what we can say it's kind of a technical skills, like like how to like run a gel, how to use a microscope. So these type of skills, uh, or how to perform an experiment. Okay, so these type of skills are kind of hard skills. So what are the soft skills actually? So soft skills are actually your personal habits or traits that shape how you work, like by your own and with others. So this is kind of soft skills are kind of personal skills, or kind of like your own trait or your own habit. So here I am giving a picture, and definitely, as I have said, you can go back to my first webinar, and you can enjoy that by learning more about the importance of skills and importance of soft skills. So here I'm showing like hard skills, like when we have started our career path, as I have said, or trying to build our career, we actually generally like assess or emphasis on our hard skill, on our technical skills. We spend like lots of energy on like practicing our hard skill. We generally ignore our soft skills. But in this 21st century, especially, we need to practice our soft skills too, because soft skills actually balance the hard skills. So here, as I have said, like hard skills, you need to perform technical tasks in a job successfully. As I have said, you need to do the experiment, you need to run the gel, you need to use the microscope, you need to like use the pipette to run the gel, or you need to extract your DNA. So those all are actually hard skill. But soft skills are actually like when you gain the mastery on soft skills, you improve your work performance and productivity. You enhance your relationships, as well as you can create a positive work environment. So why I'm saying that? So here actually in my here I have just written two things, because on my last webinar, I have designed two scenarios. You can see like scenario one, I have designed a scenario like a PhD scholar in a research lab, what type of skills he or she need. And I have designed scenario two, where I have shown or discussed like uh, how soft skills are helping a candidate when he or she is trying to be a professor. Like what is the importance of soft skills in the candidate selection? So I have designed the scenario in my first webinar. Here I am just saying one thing, just to recap, like as I have said, when a PhD student entered the lab, he needs to run the gel, he needs to like experiment, like perform the experiment. But just think, like if a PhD student just perform the experiment, okay, maybe their uh, last I'm not sure that I think I'm okay. Yeah, because my internet is showing his connection is unstable. Okay, so but I think it's not okay to just qualify how to run a gel or how to perform the experiment, because you need to present your work toward the world, right? To this world. So you need to communicate, like you need to learn how to verbally and how communicate your research to the world, as well as you need to learn like how to collaborate with other labs, or how to collaborate with your team members inside the lab. Also you need to how to talk to or how to interact with your peers, with your group members, with your supervisor. So you need to learn other skills also, like communication, collaboration, And also, I know like some PhD, like when we are doing our PhDs, we have sometimes we have lots of projects. So we need to handle multiple projects. So that, and we need to complete those multiple projects in a timely manner. So that means you need to actually be good at time management. So, and also when you are handling like so many projects, as well as you are dealing with your like with your loved one personally, then you can have stress. So you need to learn the stress management too. So in this way, the soft skills are helping you to improve your productivity. And I'm stopping here. You guys can go to the first webinar and uh, see the picture. Uh, my slide had pictures so that you guys can understand well. Okay. So now let's see like how, as I have said, that soft skills is very important nowadays in this 21st century. And obviously, soft skills and hard skills now are interlinked and interdependent. So what we are doing, like as a teacher, as an educator, what we are doing, like what we are doing to improve our students' soft skills. So, universities are actually playing a great role worldwide. So, let me show some example. So, some universities are actually embed soft skills into their program curriculum or academic courses. So, what that does mean, like what Miss Majumdar just said, like I taught at UCLA this year. So, when I taught at UCLA, I taught a course. It's called Introduction to Collaborative Learning Theory and Practice. So, this is a course like life science, physical science, mathematics, computer science, astronomy, physics, all the like the students from all these streams can come and learn together like how to collaborate and how to be a good group member or team member in their life. So these courses was dealing how to communicate, how to have your growth mindset, what type of skills you need to like recharge your like kind of battery, like reduce your stress and recharge your battery, how to do a good time management. So these courses are actually teaching this type of skills, like soft skills. Another thing you can do, like I also taught at UCLA as a guest lecturer in microbiology. So I did, like in the microbiology course, we actually added some soft skills. So the content is microbiology, definitely, but we did some, like we incorporated some soft skills, like some communication skills, some collaboration skills, and just mix with the content course. So in this way, universities can definitely introduce the soft skills or help students to improve their soft skills. And definitely there are like so many researches are going on the importance of values of soft skills. So teachers who are actually teaching the soft skills or teaching or incorporating the soft skills into their courses, they are actually doing some research also. And definitely there are like so many universities who has like career center or extra guidance center where they are actually continuously arranging workshops or like training where experts are coming and guiding the students to learn two soft skills. So, okay, so my recap is done. And definitely you can go back to my first webinar. And definitely I'm now coming to the second part of my talk. So the necessary skills what are important to be productive and how to be a good team member or a good employee and in a positive way in your work environment. So here I'm showing like the on September 5th, 2020. I this is the um, title of my talk, and on that seminar webinar, I actually talk about the importance of the mindset, right? How to how the mindset how like having a right mindset actually help you to develop your not only soft skills but also your career. And also on that seminar I talked about the importance of 5 individual soft skills to achieve success in academia. So here I'm just going to talk about a little bit, talk about like mindset. So mindset, we as we know, like mindset is kind of like makes a difference in people's life. So mindset is kind of a belief, right? So the belief which distinguish people who are actually going to be successful and who are still struggling to achieve their goal. So these type of uh, this type of scenarios are actually different from each other, and it is kind of like mindset is kind of a determinant of this two type of scenario. Like your mindset is going to determine what type of people you are to be. So here I'm just showing like there are two types of mindset. So we can say like this is a like kind of a huge study from Professor Carol Dweck. She's a professor of Stanford University, and you can have like lots of information from my last webinar. Here I'm just showing you one slide instead of like 10 slides. So you can see like student can have fixed mindset who believe that their basic abilities, intelligence, and talents are fixed traits. And students with growth mindset, they believe actually that their abilities and intelligence can be developed through their learning, effort, hard work, and persistence. And I have discussed a lot about this growth mindset on my last webinar. And definitely I discussed like what is the science, like how research shows that growth mindset is actually working. So you can definitely watch that. So as I have said, like mindset actually shape our life. So that's why we need to have growth mindset or right mindset if we really want to be successful in our career path.